right, welcome to another regular season matchup. It's Sunday, January 4th, 2026, here at MUHC on the Shanahan Rink. We've got the Falcons 12U-B2 squad facing off against the Springfield Kings. They're coming in from an hour and a half or two away. Chesterfield Falcons dropping the last couple games in what has been a little bit of a slide for the team. Falcons started the season out at 7-0-0, but have since tied 1 and lost 2 in their last 3 matchups. Still standing atop the division in first place with 15 points. And the rest of the division hoping to catch up. Closest would be St. Peter's, who this morning, after a win over the Falcons, now moves into second place with 5 wins and 4 losses. They sit at second with 10 points. Rest of the league fairly flat and close, with most teams sitting right around that same mark. The Springfield Kings do sit in last place currently. They are in 8th out of 8 teams. They've forced 17 goals and allowed 39. Their record is 1-8-0. Their lone win coming against the third place Twin Bridges Lightning team. That was a win 2-0. Chesterfield Falcons hoping to pick up another win and regain some momentum, as they've had wins over the second, third, fourth, fifth place teams, nearly every team in the division, and hoping to stop a little bit of the skid that they've been on. Falcons on the season have forced 36 goals and allowed 21. And again, their record is 7 wins, 2 losses, and 1 tie. Falcons have 14 players skating out, should have a full roster. The last 2 or 3 weeks has seen a lot of sickness hit the team. Not only sickness, but players out as well. So Falcons may have a full roster now with Xander Bryant back on the ice. And yes, it's Xander Bryant at right wing, Harrison at left, Gorham at center. He'll face off against number 30. Correction, this is number 90, Novi. And the opening draw will lead to a Kings possession. That one, a pass by Kelly over to Shoemaker, and Harrison sending it toward the net, but that's wide. Falcons with possession. Loose puck down in the corner, kept in by Masterson up top. And Gorham picking this puck up in the shooting lane as he shifted through the face-off circle. Now Xander Bryant with possession. He'll try to shift through. And the Kings, who now have it. It's a 3-on-2. Wagahoff trying to pick this puck up off the boards. It's Luke Masterson there first. And now behind the net is the Kings, but it's Harrison off the boards. Number 55 toward the net, Armstrong shoving it. And a little bit of a shove from number 39 with his stick. And Armstrong looking up and waiting for a reaction. That's a little bit of a save, the easy save, as it was a low, slow shot by number 55, Moontank. So 1 shot on goal for each side of the contest here. Now it's Walkenhorst attempting to send it over. Benton with possession in the neutral zone. And behind him is Lurk, who is attempting to pick it up. LeGrand poking it away. LeGrand a little bit aggressive there, and removing possession, though it's Ramirez now. He's going to shift in, Beck, and Ramirez, and a shot, and that's a score just past Armstrong's glove. Hit the right post, and it's in. It's the Kings who score first. And that was a shot by Ramirez, number 93. Comes at 10:40 in the first period. Now Ramirez entering again. Ramirez, who shifted around Beck on that last play, shot, and that's going to go just wide. That was a shot by number 98, I believe, and that's now Newport with possession. Mickley to his left, pass over to Mickley. and called off sides. And number 67 trying to pick that puck up off of Luke Masterson. Mickley bringing the puck in. Now it's the Kings with possession. It's Burkwald, number 67. He runs into Kronitsky. Burkwald looking for a shot, and off of the glove of Armstrong. It may have gone over him, but it looked like it was deflected. But it's Newport with potential breakaway. He's going to shift ahead. Newport looking for a shot and got his stick on it, but pressure from behind as he couldn't squeeze it out. It's Denny up top. He's going to try to send a shot forward. That is, and it's Newport now trying to wrap around, but stolen by number 39, Carricker. Xander Bryant shifting around traffic. He's now at the top of the face-off circle. Now at the bottom. That was toward the net, but just behind. And now possession by the Kings as they fire it down. It'll be icing. And Armstrong will head back behind the net and collect it. 9:23 on the clock, and so it's the Kings who struck first. A nice shot by number 93, Ramirez, a wrist shot off the right-hand post as the Kings were able to shift through traffic there. Now Beck firing it off the boards. Possession was to Harrison and just near Denny, but Denny kept it in, fired it in. It's now a shove from behind is number 55. Had an opportunity. That was Untank again. Untank, who appears to be about 6 foot tall already. Pass over to Bryant and a lost puck on the pass. And Xander Bryant bumping into the referee. And the Falcons, who had Gorham, Harrison, and Bryant all on the attack, saw a lost opportunity there in transition. It's a pass toward Bryant. And Bryant now on the line change, as well as Gorham and Harrison. That brings out Walkenhorst, Lurk, LeGrand, Benton, and Kronitsky. Pass over toward Benton from LeGrand. Now it's LeGrand chasing after. Loose puck picked up by Benton. And a shot by Benton, but off the body of the Kings. Now Kings trying to clear, kept in by Kronitsky, who fired it off the body of Wagahoff. Now it's Novi who's behind and sent in by Lurk for an offsides call. Stops the clock at 8:06. And both teams will now face off near the Kings bench. And that was number 7 trying to bring the puck ahead, but cleared loose. That's number 7, McDonald, not sure. And he's going to look for a wraparound shot, and Armstrong stopping the puck, and a save by Armstrong down low as he squeezed off the puck and made a save on his pad and then smothered. And a nice look by the Kings on the doorstep of the Falcons' net. That's the third shot by the Kings as they've had a chance to get aggressive. Falcons need to reverse the trend and get a few shots on net. It's Masters carrying the puck ahead, but cleared down to the corner. Denny arriving first. He'll send it toward Masters again. Masters and number 93 Ramirez getting tied up. Centering pass, and that was deflected back behind the net by Masterson, who arrives now on the boards and battling against Ramirez, but that's McCracken who took a shot off the back of his head. Now McCracken, number 7, passing over to McDonald, but picked off by Newport, then deflected by the Kings, sent ahead by Denny. That's back in now Newport, and Masters trying to shift through, but poked away. Now back in the hands of Mickley. Mickley trying to get a pass off. That's sent over back to Masters. Masters with a shot and a leg pad save, or off the stick by the goalie, number 50, Wise, and number 95, or actually it's 55, Hank. But it's Carricker and Burkwald fighting against Masters. Masters over to Masterson. Masterson with possession. He gets sent out to the outer edge of the face-off circle and sent one toward Gorham. Gorham unable to get a shot on. That was then in the hands of Lurk, who did send one toward the net. Loose puck down low. Gorham sent it ahead to the net, deflected by Wise. Wise with a nice save on the shot of Gorham down low. Bryant battling for possession down in the corner. He comes away with it. He's going to look for something, centering pass, but Gorham sent down. And so the Falcons unable to collect it. It's Beck getting a little pressure from behind. Bryant with possession. He sends it ahead. And Bryant going down, and no penalty called on the Kings, but one red line to the other. That'll be icing, and the Falcons now facing off in their own defensive zone. .604 in the first period. LeGrand initially had his stick on it, poked back down low by the Kings. Beck with possession. He's going to spin around. Beck firing it around the corner to Walkenhorst, who sends it off the boards again, but into the body of one of the Kings as Kings still maintain possession. It's Novi trying to get one through. Now in the hands of Lurk, who fired it to the red line. Now the Kings with possession. It's Wagoff looking for a shot. He'll send it wide, and Armstrong will have to get back up. He does. And oh no, that is a terrible shot on Kronitsky, who got sent into the boards, and we won't have a penalty call on that, but he immediately held his head, and he's slow to get up. I think he's going to be fine, but they're going to call him to the bench to sit for a second. Hopefully his head's okay. You always worry about a concussion with these types of things. It's Luke Masterson who will take his spot. And so Masterson and Denny now on defense with Walkenhorst at left, LeGrand at right, and Benton facing off. And the Kings will take an opportunity to send in their line. And that means Ramirez facing off against Benton. 5:29 on the clock here in the first period. Masters. Actually, that's Masterson behind the net. Falcons working for possession, and that shot sent through the legs of number 5, Davenport, and it's LeGrand chasing behind number 97. That's Angeli, with the Kings picking up a couple of tall players, and unfortunately we've got a player down on the ice. Ramirez with possession. He's trying to send a shot off the board, and it's number 7, McCracken, who went down, and the puck finally touched by the Falcons. Will have a roughing penalty, I believe. We'll see what they call it. And actually, looks like it was called hooking. But either way, that's a penalty by the Falcons. And that comes at 4:51 on the clock. That's number 72. That was Frank Denny. Falcons clearing it out. That's Gorham sending it ahead. That will be icing. In 13 seconds taken off the power play. The Falcons, who again find themselves down in the last 3 games. It's the 4th game in a row that they are fighting from behind. Falcons ended one of those games in a tie, nearly fought back against the Sharks to end in a tie, but there was an empty netter that had a call against the Sharks. Now it's Harrison on the attack. Harrison went down, and that's no penalty called. We've got a puck down to the other end of the ice. It should be icing, and it is. And the Falcons now will face off in their own attacking zone as they still are shorthanded for another 54 seconds. 4:15 on the clock in the first period. So the Falcons found themselves down again against the Sharks. Nearly came back for a win against the Stars team, coached by Dickens, this past through past Novi and into the hands of Masterson in a convincing win by St. Peter's as they won 4-0. Wagoff looking for a shot, but he couldn't connect with it, and Benton sent it back into the neutral zone. Now it's number 85, Walsh, who sent it ahead, but picked off by Benton. Benton still shorthanded for another 16 seconds. He's got dark jerseys all around him, still with possession down in the corner now, who Benton tried to send a centering pass in, but there were only dark jerseys there. Now it's 97 Angeli trying to swing around Walkenhorst, and behind the net will be Krenitsky, who on a head injury is now back on the ice. That's good to see. It's Mickley fighting through. Then Masterson. No, it's lost. Now it's 3-on-0. And the Falcons trying to break out. Shot and a save by Armstrong. No, it's blown dead as they were shoving, and that's McCracken shoving Masterson. 3:04 on the clock. McCracken will head to the sin bin, and that was an effective penalty kill. It's the Falcons now who will have a power play, and they should be facing off in their own attacking zone. We'll see if they actually do. And the Falcons trying to advance the puck. It's LeGrand who kicked it forward. It will roll near, but it's it's Carricker for the Kings. Pressure by LeGrand from his left. They'll try to send it out. That's going to go the length of the ice. Should be wide, and called for icing it is. And so number 7 McCracken shoving Luke Masterson gets a penalty call. And the Falcons still have a 1 minute, 9 second player advantage. It's Benton now facing off, trying to pick something off of Ramirez. It's Newport with possession behind the net, and pressure by Ramirez. Newport getting tied up with Ramirez, and a puck sent through, nearly kept in by Denny, but not so. And Falcons trying to reset. They do. It's Beck firing it down low, and Carricker now behind the boards. He tries to slap shot through. Now Denny with possession. He'll fire a shot through traffic. That's just ahead of the net and into the corner. Picked up by Benton. He'll see some pressure on the perimeter. That's deflected off of the stick of Wise, the goalie for the Kings. Picked up by Masters. Masters pass back to Denny. Then Denny back to Masters. Now back to Denny. Now into the corner. Down low. It's Newport looking for a shot. And maybe a centering pass, but picked off by number 27. That was Kelly. Kings trying to exit, and they're shorthanded for 13 more seconds. They clear the puck down low, and now number 67 chasing after, and it's Masters with possession, though called offsides at 1:36 in the first period. 4 shots on goal for the Kings, who come in and at last place in the division. They have won against the Twin Bridges Lightning team when they were ranked second at the time, and they've had a couple of close games against some of the other good teams in the league. There's no reason to say that they can't pick up a win, but we're going to see what the Falcons have to say about this one. It's Xander Bryant shifting in, who lost it there in transition. He's down in the corner now. Krenitsky shifting up. He poked it back toward Xander Bryant. Xander Bryant shifting around. Pressure by Angeli. Now Kings with possession, kept in by Krenitsky at the point, who fired off a shot. That's deflected down in the corner by Wise. Picked up by Harrison on the other side. Now Lurk looking for something. Picked off by the Kings, and a little bit of sloppy action there at the blue line. Krenitsky sending it ahead to Gorham, and Gorham and Burkwald bumping into each other. Now Gorham with a shot, and a save by Angeli, who dropped down to his leg, and Krenitsky dropped again, and Gorham hit number 85. That was Walsh. So Krenitsky down, and then Walsh. Krenitsky slow to get up as well as Walsh, but Walsh still on the ice. Krenitsky sort of favoring himself. We'll bring this back down. And what's up? Oh, is he? We just had a little
Yeah,
teams bumping into each other. Did you see that?
Just missed it.
Yeah. There have been a couple of scary hits in this game. They've got a kid, number 55. He's going to be 6 feet tall, but he's a senior at 12U, so he's like Owen, you know. Who are you guys playing?
Where's Go Falcons?
Springfield. Yeah. I don't think we played them when we were on the same team. LeGrand trying to advance the puck. Picked up by LeGrand at the point. He's going to look for a shot. He's going to be forced to the outside circle and just at the dot, poked away by number 5 Davenport. Minton looking for a one-timer. Now in the hands of 55 Untank. And it's the Kings on the attack. And a shot. Armstrong shifting over. And a centering pass broken up by Lurk. Wagahoff, centering pass again, now down low, and it's Masterson shifting around Untank. Kept in by the Kings. Off the stick of Masterson. Loose puck in front of the net. Cleared around by Lurk. Armstrong getting his stick on it just to prevent it from going near the net. And that brings both teams back to the bench as the first period is over. Springfield Kings entering the second with a 1-point lead. This is that's a lot of busyness.
Yeah.
And Newport bringing the puck ahead, looking for a pass over. Loose puck in front of the net. Newport sent another one, but deflected by number 27, Kelly. Falcons attempting to send a few more shots on net. That is now 5 for the Falcons. And Newport getting away with a trip. No, it's Newport who will be called with a trip, as the Kings were carrying it ahead to the red line. And Newport into the sin bin. 11:35 in the second period. And now the Falcons again need to kill a penalty. 67 Burkwald bringing it ahead, and a shot, long shot, and a save initially by Armstrong as he worked to get his stick on it. That again picked up by the Kings down low. The rebound sent off the right post. Now in the hands again was 67 Burkwald. He looks to get something through, and the puck then through traffic. Now centering pass broken up by Beck. Untank looking for a pass broken up by Gorham. Puck on the blue line, kept in. Burkwald with a shot and a blocker save by Armstrong, picked up by Harrison. He won't have any support, but just behind him is Gorham. Harrison bringing ahead, pressure by number 67, Burkwald. And Harrison down, no penalty called on that. And it's going to be cleared out by Lurk, sent back in by number 55. That's actually correction, number 5, Davenport. And what's up, dude? And the Kings now facing off in the neutral zone on the spectator side. It's number 90, Novi, against Benton. That's a face-off won by Benton, cleared back to Kronitsky, and then to Xander Bryant, who has possession. He's going to fire a shot, and that's just in front of the goalie at a tough angle. But it's the Kings now on the attack. It's number 93 Ramirez looking for a shot, and it's a glove save by Armstrong, who picked that puck off for Ramirez. And at 10:22 in the second period, it was the Kings who had an advantage. They were shifting in on the power play, and Armstrong snatching the puck out of the air. That's grand larceny. Benton firing the puck around the corner. Pass toward Benton and Bryant, but it's the Kings who have possession. It's Ramirez again shifting over. He's going to shoot that puck. It's going to go behind the net. It's number 90 Novi looking for something. He fired it off the back of the net. 10:02 in the second period. It's the full strength game now. Walkenhorst on the ice. A shot toward the Kings. Ramirez shifting over, and a shot that was just ahead and wide. Armstrong coming in front of Ramirez to contest. Kelly trying to send one through, and now finally the Falcons clearing it out. It's Xander Bryant with possession. He sent it ahead, but picked off by number 39. Number 39, Carricker, bringing it in at the point. He's going to look for a shot. Shot, and over the head of Armstrong at a tough angle. Now Brendan Walkenhorst looking for something. That's going to go off the stick of Carricker. Carricker now, loose puck down low. Wise will shift out of the net, and he tried to get a pass off to one of his players. That was Burkwald now, who has it for the Kings. Pressure by Mickley, kept in by Masterson. Pressure by Burkwald. Masterson, though, picked it up. Shot, and over, deflected just over, nearly in the net. Walkenhorst off the boards, pass back to Denny. Denny back to Walkenhorst. Actually now past Walkenhorst to Mickley in the corner. Mickley, centering pass, picked up by the Kings. Kept in by Denny. Denny looking for something. He's going to shoot through traffic, and a rough bounce as that was saved by Wise. Kept in by Denny again on the perimeter, and a shot through traffic, deflected off the stick of Burkwald. Walkenhorst, pressure by the Kings. Carricker with possession. And again pressured, but Carricker sent it back in the wrong side. Kings trying to exit, kept in by Denny. Denny fires it to the opposite end. It's Angeli, pressure by Mickley. Kings trying to carry it through. Finally, it'll make its way there. It's Denny who will be in a foot race now. It's Denny with possession, and Denny trying to clear. He'll opt to chase it behind the net. Denny now to Newport. Now over to Masters. Masters will have an opportunity. Can he squeeze a shot off? Yes, that's a shot, but off the back of the net. And Masters picking up his own rebound. Mickley, pass back to Denny. Denny trying to fire one over. Denny to Mickley. Mickley then to Newport. And the Falcons will now have to back check. It's 67 Burkwald. Denny and Masterson on the attack. And Armstrong with a save off the sliding shot of Burkwald. Parker needs to have a really good game. They've got to turn it around a little bit. And it's a full-strength game. 9 shots on goal for the Kings. They've been pretty aggressive here. That was Wagahoff trying to send one through, but now it's in the hands of Bryant. Ramirez pressuring Bryant from behind. And Bryant with a shot. That's wide, though. And Gorham trying to get to the puck and pressure on one side and the other. 2 dark jerseys. It's the Kings who will send it, though, ahead, and that's an icing call. It stops the clock at 7:20 in the second period. Falcons need to get a few more shots on goal. They stand at 6 so far, halfway through the game. Gorham at center, Bryant at left, Harrison at right. Loose puck in the hands of the Kings. It's McCracken, number 7, poked away, kept now by Gorham, then passed to Bryant. Bryant trying to clear it ahead of the red line at center ice. Now it's the Kings who go in the opposite direction. Beck with possession, but Xander Bryant still on the wrong side of the blue line. That's an offsides call. Beck unable to see Bryant through traffic, I believe. And Hernetsky and Beck back onto the bench, as well as Harrison and Gorham.
and Bryant. It's a line change with LeGrand at right, Walkenhorst at left, Benton at center. Lurk and Masterson on defense. Now it's McCracken shifting ahead. McCracken, pressure by Lurk, and a good job to deflect down to the corner. Sent wide, LeGrand chasing after, pass to center ice. Walkenhorst initially had his stick on it. McCracken now, shot, that's deflected. Untank with a shot, and that's over the crossbar as he had an opportunity in the shooting lane. Masterson with possession. Pass toward LeGrand. LeGrand couldn't get his stick on it. It was just ahead of him. Benton, pressure into the body of Walkenhorst. Walkenhorst pass to LeGrand. No pass LeGrand to Benton. Benton with a shot. That's off Carricker's stick. Benton swinging around a couple players. Now Benton still with possession. He's going to try to squeeze a pass through, and Walkenhorst as well. But we'll have a call here on the ice. I believe it's Untank who will head to the penalty box. Unsure what the call is. We'll see what the signal is. Looks like maybe checking. I don't know what that penalty was. Maybe checking. That comes at 6:10 in the second period. Newport up ahead, looking for a shot toward the net. Now Mickley deflects it, and puck just in front of the net. Masters trying to send one up through traffic. Picked up by Krenitsky. Krenitsky into the shooting lane. Deflected wide by Angeli. Angeli trying to clear. He's going to send it behind the net. 39 with possession for the Kings. Now it's sent ahead to the blue line, and Mickley at the blue line collects it. Shot, shooting lane. That's into the body of Angeli. And Newport losing his stick on that initial deflection. Now kept in by Masters. No, Masters deflected, and he's going to keep it as they clear, but unfortunately offsides. And the clock stopped at 5:28. The Falcons, with the player advantage, unable to capitalize. And the Falcons will now face off in the neutral zone next to their own bench. It's Gorham at center who will face off against number 93, Ramirez. Harrison at left, Bryant at right. Beck and Masterson on defense. That one cleared back to Masterson. Masterson passed to Bryant. Bryant up ahead at the point. Loose puck. Angeli, pressure. Gorham comes away with it. Gorham shifting into the shooting lane. Picked up by Bryant now. And Bryant will try to swing around. Clears it over to Masterson. Masterson, pressure by Ramirez on the boards. Down to Harrison. Harrison, two dark jerseys on him. Now back to Masterson, who's going to take a shot, and that's going to get gloved by number 97, Angeli. Now Bryant coming away with it off the perimeter. Bryant with a shot and off the back of the net. And that'll be kept in by Beck. Beck back to Masterson. Masterson will try to get a pass over, but Ramirez chasing after. Ramirez shorthanded. That's now a full-strength game. It's Bryant shifting up. Bryant trying to get a pass. Carricker poking it away. Loose puck in front of the net. Kings clearing it. Nearly kept in by Masterson at the blue line, but just passed. Now Masterson. Pass over to Beck. Wagahoff pressuring. Sent ahead to Bryant. Bryant clipped it. So no icing call. The Kings now on the attack. It's Carricker. Carricker passed through the body of LeGrand, who lost it though, and Carricker now rushing ahead. It's Untank trying to maintain possession, but bodied out by Lurk, who lost his skate kicking at the puck. And Lurk will have to come back over to the opposite side. He's looking for a stick, finally grabs it. That's going to get deflected over to Lurk, who fortuitously near the area, but it's going to be called icing now as it's sent by Lurk the length of the ice. And the clock stopped at 3:42 in the second period. Kings with the slim lead still, and the lead in shots on goal as well, as they have 9 tallied there. Falcons still only with 6. It's McCracken trying to send one through as he danced through a few Falcons jerseys. Now Denny behind the net as he's looking for something.
Ramirez trying to squeeze a puck into the net. He's going to get a shove from behind. And then Ramirez sending a punch toward Denny. And Ramirez is actually, sorry, that's McCracken. McCracken, who already had a penalty for that. He's going to go to the penalty box on there. And McCracken not happy, and rightfully so, but either way, it's McCracken into the penalty box. That one little punch will give the Falcons a player advantage. Puck back to Beck. Beck with a pass at the top of the face-off circle. They'll find themselves back-checking now as it's number 90, Novi, firing it around. And just behind Krenitsky is McDonald fighting for possession. That one clear over to Newport. Then Kelly with a shot at the top of the point, but it's over to Mickley, who has possession. He's out wide. Masters to his left. Newport over, but cleared away by the Kings. They'll send it the length of the ice. No, it's called cleared. Beck will arrive ahead of Novi. Beck to Mickley. No, it's now to Krenitsky. Kept in. Now it's Krenitsky with possession. He's going to have fighting behind by Kelly. Krenitsky looking for a shot. Shot into the body of number 50, Wise with a save, who got trapped standing up. And it's a 40-second player advantage still to the Falcons, who now have 7 shots on goal. Berkwald will face off against Bryan at center, with Gorham over at right. Gorham behind the net, centering pass toward Harrison, who was waiting. Lurk. And so it seems the Falcons are experimenting a little bit with their line. Now Gorham into the shooting lane, shot, but into the body of Carricker. Now it's Bryant with possession, shot, and it's a save. Loose puck, stopped by Wise. And it appeared behind the net, it was Max Harrison who got away potentially with a checking call, but nothing was called. Seems the fans wanted that on the Kings side, and it's Gorham now back to center. Cleared over to Bryant. Bryant pass to Masterson. Masterson will keep it in up top, and that's going to get sent down to the corner and picked up by Harrison. He's now behind the net. He's going to look for a wraparound, and he gets sent down. That was off the effort of Berkwald, and now a second effort by the Falcons. Bryant protecting the puck. Had it initially. This is going to go the length of the ice, and Armstrong will just shift over and smother the puck. As it was McCracken, who was the lone King down near the red line, the threshold for the net, and Armstrong opting to control as opposed to letting it play out. And the Falcons now, who unable to collect more than a single shot on the face-off, or on the power play there. It's a pass to Legrand, but just past him, now in the hands of Beck. Beck shifting ahead, Falcons on the rush. Beck around number 76, Holes. And Beck pressure by Ramirez. Holes now getting a stick lift from Walkenhorst. Walkenhorst trying to get through traffic, and too many King sticks down low. Walkenhorst, loose puck. Legrand nearly sending one into the net, but deflected. Now Beck again. Beck pass toward Benton. Benton with a shot in traffic. That's a right leg pad save by Wise. And Benton cleared down to Denny. Denny with a shot, and that's wide. Legrand chasing after. Legrand pass back to Beck. Beck looking for a pass back to Legrand. Now Legrand spinning around. Legrand around, and that pass off the bottom, and Walkenhorst trying to spin around. Cleared by the Kings. Oh, Armstrong, don't get crazy with it. He sent that one over to Beck off of his stick. That's now Legrand through LeGrand tied up, now in the hands of Benton. Benton looking for something. Benton in the corner, pressure by Kelly, and time winding down in the second. Newport nearly had it. It's Carricker. Actually, correction, that's 93 Ramirez. Denny with a shot through traffic near Davenport, nearly flipped in. Pass back to Kronitsky, who sends another shot toward the net. That's through traffic. Wise looks like he lost it. 4 seconds remains. Masters pass to Denny. Denny with a shot. That's deflected by Novi. And that'll conclude the second period. Falcons with 2 more shots on goal. It's even at 9 to that end, and Armstrong and Wise will give each other a little goalie bump there. Falcons fighting from behind. The Springfield Kings with the lone goal early in the first period. That was a shot by number 43, or correction, number 93, Ramirez. It came at 10:40 in the first. And Kings, who do need a win to move up in the standings. In 7th place is the Sharks at 2-4-1. So a win here would help the Kings near the Sharks in the standings. Mickley facing off against Novi, cleared off the boards. It's Carricker clearing it toward Untang. Now Mickley over to Masters. Masters with Newport to his right. Masters in at the point. Masters, pressure by Wagahoff. Sends that one toward the net. It's kept in by Kronitsky. Kronitsky shot through traffic off the body of Carricker. Now cleared by the Kings. It'll go off the boards and chased down by Masterson. Masterson behind the net. Masterson, pressure by Untang. Pass ahead to Masters. Masters lost it though, and Wagahoff sending it ahead to Untang. Kings on a line change. It's sent through, and Burkwald pressure against Mickley. Masters trying to bring it ahead, and Newport waiting, but now it's Burkwald with possession. He's going to shift through. Burkwald looking for a shot. That's going to go up, and Armstrong shifting over, but no need. Now it's Masters shifting through traffic. Masters with Kronitsky to his right. Masters looking for something. It's cleared wide. And Kings with possession. No, kept in by Gorham, who shifted in. Masterson near. Now it's Gorham into the shooting lane. Mid-slot shot. Right leg pad save. And the Kings clear it out. Kept in. Now Xander Bryant chasing. He's got possession. He's got a little bit of speed. Top of the circle shot, but deflected by Burkwald. And off the boards, it's Gorham down in the corner. Carricker with possession. He'll wrap it around. Lurk chasing down to the point. He'll keep it in. Down to Bryant. Cleared. Kept in by Beck. No, just across the blue line, and that's offsides at 11:09 in the third period. And 10 shots on goal for the Falcons as they finally take the lead in shots on goal. They need more time in their attacking zone. Kings have done a good job with the chances they've had and have been in their own zone plenty. Now it's Gorham with possession down to Bryant, then to Harrison. Harrison, though, just past him, and it's Burkwald trying to clear it, kept in by Lurk. Loose puck down, kept in by Lurk again, and a nice effort on the line. It's number 27, Kelly, trying to send it through traffic, but it's over to Burkwald. Burkwald, pressure by Beck, but it's Harrison shifting back behind, and a good steal by Harrison. Bryant with possession. He's going to shift over, and he still has it. Bryant looking for a shot, but it's deflected off the stick of Wise. And Bryant down. It's going to be a tripping call. We are in the third period. Clock is at 10:24, now reflected on the display board. So Burkwald tripping Bryant. And the Kings trying to break out. It's Kronitsky behind, and Kronitsky with a stick lift. It's a shot, and it's a goal through the 5-hole of Armstrong. Shorthanded, the Kings find themselves up 2-0 now. And the Falcons, with the player advantage, unable to stop the Kings' effort, as that was number 7, McCracken, who picked it up and sent one through Armstrong's 5-hole. Puck now in the hands of Carricker, who sends it toward Ramirez. Denny sends it through. Falcons still with the player advantage. Picked up by Kronitsky, sent ahead to LeGrand. Poked away by Ramirez. Back to Kronitsky. Kronitsky over to Walkenhorst. Walkenhorst fires it to the corner. And number 97, Angeli, pressure by LeGrand. LeGrand had a poke at it. Now Walkenhorst as well. And the Falcons will now chase it the length of the ice. Falcons attacking, Lurk with a shot, and a glove save by Wise. Gorham trying to fire it through. This one will get sent the length of the ice by the Kings, and that'll be called icing. Let's go, Parker! Gorham, center. Facing off against Novi, cleared toward Bryant. Bryant shifting around, centering pass toward Gorham. Masterson in the high slot, shot, and deflected by Harrison, but also a Kings player. That one now picked up by Gorham. Gorham actually clearing it to the corner. Harrison, centering pass. Over to Lurk. Lurk will look for a shot at the top of the circle. That's through traffic, and a gut trap save with Harrison and Gorham waiting down on the doorstep of Wise, but no rebound opportunity available. 9:01 in the third period. And it's Xander Bryant shifting behind. He looks for a pass. Lurk shifting up, top of the circle, shot, and a rebound. And it's sent in. No, it's a save by Wise. No goal. As the referees blew it dead, it looked like Xander Bryant had the rebound opportunity. It was in the net at 8:50 in the third. Picked up out of the back of the net by the referee, but they blew the whistle saying that Wise had control. And the Kings will maintain their shutout so far, as well as Wise. Mickley at center, Masters at right, Newport at left, Beck and Denny on defense. Denny, or actually that's Newport who sent a puck toward the net. And a clearing opportunity. Now it's Untank chasing after, and Beck trying to get there first. He will arrive first, but a poke away by Untank initially. Now kicked by Beck, cleared over to Denny. Denny nearly lost it to one of the Kings players, but now it's through traffic, and Masters chasing through a couple of bodies. Masters stick lift, and he has possession. He's behind the net. Masters trying to send out a centering pass, but cleared by Untank. And that one will go the length of the ice by the Kings for an icing call. And this one now at 8:09, and so the Falcons again down late in the third. Can they fight back? We will see. And it's the Falcons, and fired in by Beck. Beck knew that 85 Walsh was chasing him, and so we'll face off here at center now. Benton against number 93 Ramirez. Walking horse to left, LeGrand at right. Puck near Walking Horse, but lost. Now that's a pass by Denny toward LeGrand. LeGrand deflected. Now over to Ramirez. Ramirez will enter at the point. Ramirez pressure by Benton from behind. Centering pass picked up by Benton. Benton shifting through. LeGrand to his right. Pressure by Kelly. Benton off the boards to himself. Benton was going to shift around and a shot in the shooting lane, but just kicked wide. LeGrand trying to clear it toward the net. That'll get deflected by Wise with his stick. Kings trying to clear, kept in by Beck. Now cleared again, the length of the ice. That'll be icing. Clock at 7:18. It's Masterson and Krenitsky on defense. Gorham at right, Harrison at center. Xander Bryant at left. Falcons still experimenting around. It's Gorham over on the perimeter. He's down in the corner. Loose puck down, lost in the skates of Angeli. Now cleared, back to Masterson at the line, who sends it to the corner. Gorham chasing after, Angeli with possession. He's going to try to send it past the body of Masterson. Bryant picking it up on the boards. Bryant kicking it to himself, then over to Harrison. Harrison spinning around, pressure, centering pass near Bryant. Bryant with a shot, but knocked down by McCracken. And it's Harrison behind the net. Harrison again looking for a centering pass. Kings trying to clear, kept in by Krenitsky. This is the game the Falcons needed, time in their own attacking zone, and they've done that the last couple of minutes. This is typical of the Falcons. Uncharacteristic has been what we've seen the last couple of games. So now it's the Falcons back to their normal working routine, but as we have another line change, we'll see what they can pull off with 6:29 remaining in the third. 12 shots on goal for the Falcons, 9 for the Kings. This goes to Denny, who sends a slap shot into the body of Wise, who maintains his perfect streak. That's now 13 saves for Wise. And the Falcons calling a timeout, I believe. Falcons now facing off in their own attacking zone. It's 6:25 in the third period. 2-goal deficit for the Falcons. It's Mickley facing off against number 90 Novi, picked up by Untank, who will look to dance around Denny, and Untank with a little bit of gas, but poked away by Denny. Lost puck, now grabbed by Lurt. Lurt will fire it ahead to Newport. Newport, one-timer pass over to Mickley. It's Masters now with possession, cleared back the opposite direction by Untank. Now Denny chasing. He'll fire it around. No, actually lost on 2 pass attempts. Now cleared the opposite direction. It's Untank trying to send one over, and a save initially by Armstrong. And Falcons trying to clear. Kelly working for possession on the boards. No, now it's to Masters. Masters against Davenport. He's going to keep it. Masters dancing around traffic. Newport was over to his left, and that's in! And that's through the feet. It's Masters with a goal! And the Falcons back within 1 at 5:34. Masters and Newport were dancing around Davenport, number 5 for the Kings, and they shifted down low. It was Masters who danced around to the left of Davenport and sent one through the feet of Wise. That one came at 5:34. LeGrand looking for it. Kept in by McCracken. No, LeGrand poking it away in a good aggressive effort there, but it's cleared through the neutral zone over to Angeli, past to Carricker with Walkenhorst chasing from behind. Shot through traffic. Armstrong with the save. He's going to jump on it and just lay on the puck. Maybe a little exaggerated there. 10 shots on goal for the Kings. They put 2 in the back of the net. Falcons have tallied 14, only collecting a goal. So Wise with a nice save percentage so far in the game. He's been spectacular. And it's now 67 Burkwald against Gorham. Gorham putting some energy into this. He wants it. He wants to bring a win to the Falcons, and the Falcons need it. Gorham trying to get through traffic, poked away by the Kings. Now Kings the opposite direction. It's Burkwald. He's going to look for a shot. He's going to shift around, but Harrison coming over. Harrison down. That'll be a tripping call. And 4:42, the Falcons will have a burst of energy and maybe a swing of momentum. And that's the second tripping call and as many penalties for Burkwald for the Kings. And the Falcons now find themselves up again. So out of 7 penalties, 5 have come against the five have come against the Kings. Kept in by Masterson. Masterson dishing over to Denny. Denny looking for a shot. He's going to shoot that through traffic. That's off the body of 97 Angeli, though. Carricker with possession. He'll carry it through the neutral zone. Pressure from behind by Bryant. Denny working for possession. Now cleared. No. Still Carricker with it. Gorham dropping Carricker. Gorham through traffic. And it's Gorham with Harrison to his left. Gorham pass over to Harrison. Harrison looking for a pass. And it's deflected back, but picked off by Ramirez. Poked away by Harrison. Now to the corner. It's Harrison back to Bryant. Bryant shifting to the shooting lane. He has possession. Bryant shot. And that's off the shoulder and deflected over. Nearly in if it was up by an inch or two. But now Wagahoff. Pressure. Cleared away. And the loose puck lost. And Harrison will chase after. It's a centering pass over. It's back to the neutral zone. The Kings will have to wait for a reset. They've not done so yet. It's Ramirez coming out. Now into the hands of Masterson. Good job by Bryant to poke it away. Masterson going through traffic. And pressure by 2 Kings. Masterson. 3 dark jerseys all over him. And another shot behind by number 5 Davenport. Now it's a miscue. It's Burkwald looking for a shot, and that's in. That's past Armstrong's glove. That's Burkwald short-handed. Not short-handed, sorry, on the breakaway at 3:03. That may be the nail in the coffin, we'll see, but the Kings maintain their insurance lead now. Falcons need to do something. It's 1:49 on the clock. Loose puck into Falcons territory. Mickley with a shot. No. Broken up by number 27, Kelly. Now it's correction. That was McCracken. Pass ahead to Burkwald. Burkwald carrying the puck ahead. Beck pressuring. This one again through. Now into the hands of Masters. Over to Mickley. Mickley lost it. Picked up by Lurk. Loose puck into the neutral zone. Grabbed by Burkwald. Now into the hands of Newport. Newport, though, poked away by McCracken. Mickley trying to send it in. Sent again back by McCracken. Now Beck dumps it through, but that will be an icing call as it's untouched center line to the red threshold deep in their own territory. 1:03 remains. Falcons will face off in their own defensive zone. And in what the Falcons wanted to be a turnaround game, they will try to get another shot or two on the net. It's LeGrand with possession as he'll get faced by 4 different dark jerseys, picked up by Walking Horse. He's going to look for a shot at the red dot. Shot, but off the body of one of the Kings. And Benton nearly had it. LeGrand trying to send one to the net. And now it's Xander Bryant coming in with a ball of speed. Puck off the rim of the boards, kept in by Denny. Walkenhorst poking it low. LeGrand to fight from behind, and LeGrand bumped directly into the back of one of the Kings players, and that'll be checking called. That was number 39 Carricker, and so the last 28 seconds of the game will see a player advantage to the Kings. And we may have another penalty called. No, it's the Falcons just trying to stop the puck from moving around. It's loose. It's now off the boards, not frozen any longer. Maybe picked up by Carricker. He's going to send a shot. Saved by Armstrong. Loose puck down low. Armstrong trying to get his pads on it, and it's a save. And Armstrong sitting on it. 0.8 seconds left. It won't matter. Still a 5-on-4, but as the puck drops, that'll be the end of the game. It's a 3-1 win for the Kings, and the game's over. That's a win for the Kings, and Armstrong unhappy with this, but still getting a hug from Lark and the rest of his teammates, and it's a good show of sportsmanship. Everybody supporting each other. Hard-fought game for the Kings as they came away with 12 shots on goal and netted 3, 14 shots on goal for the Falcons as they netted 1. This regular season win going to the Kings as they now rise to 2-8-0. They'll maintain their spot at 8th place in the standings, now forcing 19 goals and allowing 39. Falcons will drop to 7-3-1. Having lost their last 3 and tied one of those last 4 games they've played, and so a slide for the Falcons. They'll still have a lead in the standings and maintain their first place, but they are not happy as they exit the ice. Again, this regular season matchup coming on Sunday, January 4th, 2025 here at Maryville University Hockey Center in the Shanahan rink. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time.